Good afternoon. My name is Kevin Brown. For my field interview project, I chose to interview Eddie Nava, who is the middle school counselor where I'm employed at. He was previously a self-contained classroom teacher in a 1 to 10 classroom, which is what I would like to do once I graduate. A 1 to 10 is for every 10 children, there's one certified teacher in the class with either an aide or two aides, such as the class that I'm in. In 1 to 10 classrooms, they usually have developmental issues or behavioral problems. Mr. Nava's certifications in special education as well as counseling. He told me that he was interested in teaching special education because he had a draw to help kids with special needs that other people looked down upon in a regular classroom. We also talked a little bit about what a typical day is. Typical day is the kids come in, have breakfast, we have circle time, and after circle time they go to different stations where they would do word work, math, or computers, even puzzles, things like that to help work on their fine motor skills. They also would have individual time with Mr. Nava or his staff. They also went to lunch and did other general education things with their independent classes throughout the day, such as specials, which would be music, art, such things like that. The students also would be pulled out during the day to go to speech or occupational therapy. In the afternoons, they would have stations as well, working on different subjects. And then at the end of the day, he said that they would have a literacy circle to wrap up their day. Behavior problems were something that we talked about when he was in his 1 to 10 class. Most of his students either had autism or severe learning disabilities. He said it was really rewarding to be able to work with these students when you could see progress, and they would come from 0 to 5 in a reading scale. And it's a little more rewarding than when you're working in a general education class. He said most of the challenging part working in this class was having the time to spend with each individual student, that there just wasn't enough time in the day to cover their weaknesses. I interviewed Mr. Nava because of my interest in special education, and through my interview with him I learned that we share the same passion in working with kids with special needs. And I actually really look forward to the day that I get to graduate and spend the time working with these kids.